All right, welcome back in. Cubs Convention here at the Sheraton Grand Chicago. Kevin Holly with you. I'm ready to do pre and post right now because everybody's so excited. And it reminds me of what it was in 07, 08, 03 going into 04.
Right.
And now, obviously, here we are in 2016 coming off a surprising but unbelievable 15. There's a buzz, man.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. Well, I mean, what the last 30 minutes, what did they represent? They represented everything that we experienced last year, the euphoria of winning, the walk-off wins, the big home runs, and then you sprinkle in the new additions, the John Lackey, the Jason Heyward, the Ben Zobrist, the expectations, the bullseye. You're right. I mean, it's like taking a little bit of last year, adding it to this year, and what we hope and expect to see on a Friday night here in Chicago when it's freezing cold outside, man. It's awfully hot in here, man. A lot of fun.
It would be interesting to be able to hear from Adam Warren, who comes from the Yankees,
right?
Which it's as big as it gets.
I had that thought. I absolutely had that thought.
The best professional franchise in American sports, and you can't deny the fact they got 27 championships.
Right.
But for him to walk out and go, "Whoa, what's going on here?"
Well, and the reason I thought that, and it's a great point. In 03, obviously, you know, we won the World Series. I told you, I was whispering this to you in your ear, and I said, I think the new guys get it now when they come to this convention. You know, in 03, we won the World Series, and I told you I came here 2 months later. I was at the Cubs convention because I had signed with the Cubs, and I was blown away. I was more intimidated by this set of circumstances than I was at a World Series parade having celebrated a championship. I mean, it is absolutely unbelievable. You feel that as a player. You feel that responsibility, that accountability, not only to yourself, not only to your teammates, but these incredible Cubs fans.
You know, you look forward to now, the next step is this weekend goes by, and then you go to Mesa, Arizona. Got great facilities. You come home, you got the new clubhouse, and they are going to be in everybody's crosshairs from day one.
Well, you know what? That's something you embrace. We've talked about it all day long. The players themselves have talked about it. You don't worry about that. You know.
And welcome in to the annual Cubs Convention on Sports Talk Live right here on Comcast Sportsnet. All of it brought to you by the great people at the Chevy Silverado. I'm David Kaplan. We've got Rick Tellender from the Chicago Sun-Times. Todd Hollandsworth, my partner on Cubs Pre and Post on CSN. Mark Grody will join us a little bit. And right now, the fine VP and GM of the Chicago Cubs, our friend Jed Hoyer. Jed, it's insane the buzz that is in here when you think about what it was 3 years ago to where it is today. Is it almost like, all right, let's relax, let's get to spring training, or no, bring it on?
No, it's fun. We killed the buzz a couple years ago, so it's nice to bring it back. And you know, this is a lot of fun. I always picture our first year in Chicago with the ballroom looking down, and this is the exact same thing. So this is a great weekend. It's freezing outside. It's good to talk about baseball for a bit.
You guys feel like in the offseason you had a hit list, you jump the market, you get Lackey on a 2-year deal. We saw where pitching went. You get Jason Heyward for a big deal, biggest in Cubs history. You get Ben Zobrist, you trade Starlin. You feel like, boy, there's a lot of guys still sitting out there. I'm glad our work's basically done.
Yeah, you know, we definitely had kind of an A list that we wanted, the guys that we felt really fit our team well. You know, to me, the theme of our winter was that guys really wanted to be here. Trevor Cahill took less to stay here. You know, Zobrist took less, Heyward took less, Lackey took less. Obviously, we paid those guys well, as they should be paid well, but it just felt like, you know, guys want to be part of this. It's a great city, great ballpark, and we've got a good core of players, and we've got a great manager. So I think we lined things up pretty well, and luckily guys, you know, wanted to play in Chicago.
Well, I think about the guys, the veteran guys that you bring in. John Lackey, you bring in Jason Heyward, the free agent, obviously Ben Zobrist. It's interesting, you know, you look at this team, we say the Cubs, they're young, they're up and coming, they win 97 ball games, but you got some key vets on this team to kind of lead the way. I think a lot of us, you know, realize that there's a bullseye on the back of this organization right now. You caught everybody's attention last year. These guys are going to be pivotal in spring training to kind of take that next step, aren't they?
Oh, no question. You know, I think Lackey and Zobrist are very different than Heyward. You know, it was important with Lackey and Zobrist to bring in the veteran guys that have won before, that have been through the battles a lot. You can't be all young.
Right.
Heyward, you know, felt so good from an organizational standpoint because it's so rare to add a veteran guy who can fit in, who also is the same age as your core.
Right.
And so he really, it felt like it was so rare to sign a free agent and not deviate at all from what your long-term plan is. He was a rare guy to let us do that.
You know, Jed, getting Jason Heyward was huge, and for two reasons. One, he's a terrific player, and two, you got him from the Cardinals. and he wanted to come to Chicago. And I remember when he came in and we had the press conference, and Theo Epstein said, well, I'm sure this isn't a direct shot at the Cardinals, but I'm sure they will rearm and reload. They'll do some things themselves. Well, how do you feel about that relationship with the Cardinals being in this division?
You know, I hate to say this. It reminds me a lot of being in Boston, you know, Yankees, Red Sox. We always tried to have our plan and stay to our plan and not worry about what the Yankees did, because they're always going to be good. They do smart things. We kind of feel the same way about the Cardinals. Let's worry about our team. Let's be a good team. Let's do the things we want to do. And just assume they're going to win 95 games. We have to do the same. And I think if you do that, it takes you away from doing things that you might not want to do just to compete with them. And also, you don't ever want to be the reactor. You always want to be the aggressor. I think we felt like this is our hit list. Let's go after it hard. Be the aggressor. Don't react to what they might do, and I think we certainly did that this winter.
We had Bernie Miklasz on yesterday, who's a longtime writer at St. Louis, and he said half the Cardinal fan base is in denial. The other half keeps chanting 1908 to make themselves feel better. But I think you make a valid point. They're still the Cardinals. They're not going away.
Yeah, no, exactly right. And, you know, listen, 1918 was the exact same chant. Every time you were beating the Yankees, that's what you heard, as if it made the losses feel better. So, listen, we can't deny 1908. In some way, let's be honest, we use that as a recruiting tool. You know, be on the team that wins it. I look forward to not using that recruiting tool anymore when we win. But in the meantime, I think it's a good thing for us. And if they want to chant that, you know, we can't deny that. So go ahead.
I think you'd agree. You'd probably throw the Pirates in there as well. Very, very good ball club. So this is going to be a fun division to see. You know, when you look at the Cubs, you know, the step that they took forward last year, to me, I think back to Joe Madden and a lot of what we heard out of spring trading, that aggressiveness, go get it. How important is it to not obviously maintain that, but continue that go-get-it spirit going into this spring training where things are going to be expected?
Yeah, I think it's actually on a couple of the videos, you know, that they're going to see tonight. We were looking over him yesterday, and even his speech he gave at his own press conference. You know, we're going to talk about the playoffs right away. And at the time when he said that, people kind of rolled their eyes and thought, you know, there's no way this team's making the playoffs next year. But, you know, he always had that attitude, be aggressive, you know, and time again after games, I go in his office last year and he'd say, like, we can play with these guys. We can play with this team. You know, I think that really permeated throughout the clubhouse, and they felt like they could compete with anyone.
You know, Jed, do you see the Cubs now as being a power-hitting team? With, you know, with Schwarber, with Bryant, even Baez, you had Zobrist, Hayward. I mean, all these guys. And we know the Schwarber ball is no longer atop the scoreboard, but that gets people really, really excited when you got a powerful team.
Yeah, I think, yes, we are a power-hitting team. There's no doubt we're going to hit a lot of home runs. And, you know, I think there's an intimidation factor. I really do. You know, if you're an opposing pitcher and you pick out the lineup card, it's not a lot of fun. You're not going to – you don't get to 4 and feel like you have a couple easy innings. All these guys can take you deep. No pitcher wants to face that kind of lineup. So, yeah, I think we are. But at the same time, adding Zobrist and adding Hayward, we really try to cut down on our strikeouts and increase our situational hitting this winter because, you know, last year we were a little bit feast or famine. And we need to get a little bit closer, you know, to consistency. Our situational hitting was bad last year. You know, we need to be able to, you know, score one run when it's freezing cold in April and win a game, not always rely on the homer.
When I talked to you earlier today on the radio, I said, what one thing do you go when you go to bed, I can hang my hat that that's going to be good, whether it's depth or it's this or it's that. And what's the one thing you go, they got to prove to me we can be better at that? What is it?
Yeah, I think as far as, you know, one thing I'm really confident in is we're really deep. You know, when you have guys like whether it's Soler or Coghlan or Baez or La Stella, you know, those guys coming off the bench, that's really deep. You know, Adam Warren right now, you know, would be projected to be in the bullpen. You know, he's a very good starting pitcher. Trevor Cahill, Travis Wood. We're a very deep roster, which I really like. You know, for me, outfield defense is something we have to prove. You know, Schwarber and Soler, they worked hard, but they struggled at different times last year. Hayward is going to probably be in center instead of being in right. That's something we have to work really hard on in spring training. You know, I think it can be solid, but you know, it's also something that we have to work on.
Jed, is the heavy lifting done? I mean, is there more that can happen for this team? Are you still looking to do some work?
You know, I think that we're happy with this team, and we could go to Mesa right now and feel comfortable. But at the same time, you know, I think that we're always listening, and we've had dialogue every day. But you know, we can play with this team, and I think we're excited about it. And I think that the team you see on stage tonight is going to be really close to what you see in Mesa.
I know it's not your department, but the Cubs just got more rooftops. And so do you see that as being part of the overall presentation that you give to players? This is like, we're going to have 6 flags over Wrigleyville soon. Got 9 of the 16 rooftops, the Cubs do.
No, I think that neighborhood's going to be incredible very soon. I mean, the office building is going up really quickly, and that's going to be very cool. Restaurants down below the plaza. We took the players on a tour of the new clubhouse today, and I think they were blown away. It's going to be amazing, big, state-of-the-art.
Ready on time?
Oh, definitely. Listen, we made that pretty clear. Like, of all the things that can't be ready on time, like, your players have to have a clubhouse, so it'll be ready on time. It'll be great. Our guys have done a great job. And it's not weather dependent anymore, so it should be easy to get done.
You also told me this afternoon that the old clubhouse where Holly was when he was a player, you and I have covered a billion
love
bad
that place
teams in there. That's the batting cage now.
Yeah, it's really funny. When you look at the old clubhouse now, everything's torn down to the studs, and it's going to be a batting cage. When you see that, and then you go look at the new clubhouse thing, the discrepancy is incredible. It's actually fun to see that and realize that we're pretty fortunate. We're pretty fortunate now, and we've been pretty unfortunate for a long time to have those facilities. So it's great to have nice facilities. The family's been wonderful for us as far as really providing the great spring training home, the great clubhouse here and the facilities, and hey, listen, you always look at what is the best facilities we can have to be a winning team, and I think we certainly have that now.
Thank you for your time.
Twice today.
Twice. How about that?
Thanks, Jed.
All right. There you go. That's Jed Hoyer, Cubs VP and General Manager. We will take a timeout, and when we come back, we are going to talk to David Ross, one of the Cubs catchers. He also has won a World Series before. We'll talk to him about expectations going into this season. That's coming up now. They'll be patient at the plate. Check out our stat of the day, driven by the Chevy Silverado. Cubs projected lineup in their 2015 pitches per plate appearance. All 8 regulars above the league average of 3.82. 6 of them averaged 4 pitches per at bat or more. In fact, the Cubs led the major leagues in pitches per plate appearance. All right, welcome back on Sports Talk Live. We're here at the Sheraton Grand Chicago. Cubs Convention number 31 is now underway. David Kaplan, Rick Tellender, Todd Hollinsworth, and David Ross is with us. Back from Florida, and the weather's okay for you.
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's pretty cool actually to see the lake out there, a little ice on it, and the river running through.
Especially when you're flying out on Sunday.
Yeah, when it gets cold.
Let's talk about expectations, because last year you signed kind of thinking, yeah, this team could be good. Well, now, if you don't go deep in the playoffs and maybe win, it's a disappointing season. How do you handle that from day one?
It's the same message I think we started with last year. It's focus on the day. Let's go through the process. Let's get ourselves ready. Let's come out and play as hard as we can on a daily basis. Let's pick each other up, play for one another, play for the big picture. Let's come in that day, bring our lunch pail. We're gonna play as hard as we can, and then win or lose, we'll come back and do the same thing the next day.
Have you met the new guys yet? Have you met Hayward? And
yeah, Ben's the only one I don't have a history with. Me and Lack were together in Boston, won a World Series, and got a big history. Love that guy, one of the best competitors I've ever been around. And Jason Hayward is actually my locker mate in Atlanta when he first came up. And I was telling him earlier, I got to reference him a lot last year when talking about Chris Bryant, the expectations of young guys and what's expected of them, and really the maturity as a young player coming into the league, and everybody putting the weight of the world on their shoulders and them carrying it and doing it professionally. Jason Hayward is that exact same guy, and he's going to make our team a lot better.
Well, clearly in the last year, the Chicago Cubs, the city of Chicago, has become a destination city for a major leaguer. I think it's pretty fun to see you, and you kind of paved the way for this a little bit when you really think about it. You and John come on board. You guys go out and have a 97-win season last year. Nice run through the playoffs. As you said, a little unfinished business. But having been around the league, has Chicago become that destination city? I think there's a lot of guys out there that would love to be extended the opportunity to play here right now.
Well, I think Chicago's always been the place that everybody would love to go.
Well, but winning has to go with it.
It does,
right.
It does. And I think playing these guys, when I was in Boston and playing these guys and seeing the talent,
right.
Unfortunately having to face Jake Arrieta,
right.
You knew you had an ace before I even came over here. You knew the at-bats, you knew the age, you knew the guys that were coming if you did a little bit of research. So this is a spot to be. I mean, as a visiting player, I don't know that there may be a handful of guys in all of Major League Baseball that this isn't their favorite city to come to as a visiting player. So if you get to play here and spend 81 games here and be a part of something like this with the talent level and the age and and playing for Joe and the coaching staff we have and the front office we have, it's an entire, the ownership, it's the entire package that